think so. Hey everybody, it's Nelson Buck, and this is the Mardox Not So Daily Live Chat. Sorry about this last week of us not having daily shows. We'll get into what I've been doing for the last week so that you guys realize I'm not actually dead. Coming to you from Sherbrooke, Quebec, Canada. Myself and Jay, we have Josh is out of where again? Wisconsin?
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere. That's it. Got Johnny in Germany. Michael in the beautiful province of Vancouver. No, British Columbia. Vancouver. Duh. British Columbia. How are you guys today?
Tired.
Tired. Oh, Johnny.
We're all good.
Now Johnny's going to get mad at me because Johnny is going to stop me and say, no, Nelson, you're supposed to say this stuff now. So what are we supposed to say, Johnny?
Yeah, we're supposed to say, don't forget to do 3 very important things. Subscribe, like, and comment to the video channel.
Yes, and go to our merch store and buy a cup. It's only $30.
Jesus.
No.
You get one at Walmart for like a buck.
No. Unless your name really is Jesus, I'm not putting it on the cup. No, where have I been for the last few days? Well, Jay knows what's been going on. And, no, I've been stuck for the last almost 30 hours shoveling snow and cleaning up yards and clearing everything out because what's coming up this weekend, or in the next couple of days here, is rain, and more rain. So, hey, we're live. That's the sound. That was the sound from YouTube saying, you're live. Thank you, YouTube. Hello, Belinda.
Hello. Hey, Belinda.
Hello, Belinda.
Hello.
Hello, Belinda. How are you today?
Hunky-dory smell.
Okay, good. Belinda was late for the introduction. Belinda is out of New Jersey. Okay, so any topics, any ideas what you guys want to talk about, or what on earth? Johnny? What is that?
It's a snake.
Huh?
Snake, yeah.
I thought that was a bagel.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you what, he'll send it to you if you can try to eat it.
Well, I'm not hungry anymore.
Yeah,
oh, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken. Okay, Johnny, say something. I want you to pop up.
This is one of Patrick's babies here.
Yeah, take a look at. Oh, wow.
He has 2.
Yeah, the video's not the video's not the best, but yeah, wow. That's a python?
Yes. A royal python.
How big is he now?
Not really sure.
She's about 60 or 70.
Patrick says she's about 60 or 70 centimeters.
Oh wow! How old would that? How would it make the age of it?
How old is she now? About
She's a
year old.
A little bit older than.
A little bit over a year old.
They'll turn 2 in.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool. I don't mind watching. I don't mind watching them, but to own one myself, I wouldn't. Apparently, snake soup is really good.
I really thought that was a bagel.
I'll tell you what, Jay, you can have that bagel. I'm not eating that one.
Jay, are you hinting that when you want to come to work, you want a bagel? I'll get you a bagel.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll eat the snake, but if it's a bagel, that's the worst bagel I've ever seen.
Don't forget the cream cheese.
Hey, little girl, put your hand way down in my pocket. If you reach way down, there's a Tootsie Roll Pop with a real creamy center. Oh, yeah.
That's not copyright. I'm not taking any royalties.
No, that's just disturbing.
Yeah,
it's very disturbing.
What I'm doing is I'm projecting my future.
If that's your future, you're probably going to end up in prison.
No, there'll be no laws by then. It'll be the end of the world.
But you're in Canada, not the U.S.
Yeah. So today, I guess today is just going to be a general chat. I guess just to catch up on things. No, nobody has anything to say.
Mustard also.
Huh?
Not just ketchup, but mustard too.
Ketchup and mustard on the bagel? Geez, we are so sick. Okay, so Mike.
Oh, he said we're gonna catch up, and I said not just ketchup, but mustard.
Yeah, we are so sick. I was talking about the bagel. The one that Jay wants.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, before we go any further, guys, on the left of the screen we have SubmitPub. If you're not already submitting your website to SubmitPub, you're missing out on getting your site seen by 8,000 search engines and 64,000 backlink services. So get your website put in. It's free. A little tiny form to fill out, and you'll be listed at submitpub.com. Do that. And yeah, it is a sponsored ad. It is sponsored because it's my website. It's part of Mardox, and yeah, we're using it as a sponsor. There you go. So, okay, so let's go on. Now you got Johnny going. Now you got Johnny going. Why am I part of this? Oh no, Johnny's writing more pages. He's got disclaimer. You've got topic. What else are you writing there, Johnny? He's got them ready. WWE. What is so special about WWE today?
Nothing. But when it's time to go, it's time to go.
It's okay. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay.
He loves jumping off furniture in his special underoos.
Yes, there's a topic. Let's talk about Belinda's underwear. Go ahead, Belinda.
Huh?
You know they have.
Look, I'm Wonder Woman, and no one can tell me any different.
And you're dating. And are you dating the Invisible Man?
No, I'm the Superman, baby.
Oh Jesus, it's that fast.
Well, I don't want to be that guy, but Superman and Wonder Woman don't actually, it's not enough.
Are they brother and sister somehow?
No, don't you dare say that.
You know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I hear no evil, I see no evil, I speak no evil. I just get me the hell out of here. Oh, Jesus. So how
I used to watch that theme show with Linda Carter, and I swear I jump over furniture during the theme. Sometimes I actually made it.
Linda Carter, that would be Wonder Woman. That would be the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the good one.
That's the one back from the 70s.
Right. I used to run over the furniture when the theme song came on, pretend to be her, and sometimes I actually made it over the furniture.
Oh.
You raised the time she fell and busted her ass.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. So, okay, come on, guys. Give me topics. We got to talk about something. Otherwise, just go ho-hum and talk about the weather.
Yeah, let's talk about...
Let's talk about Boo and me, and let's talk about... I want to be able to... I want to be careful. I do want to monetize these videos later on when we get a chance.
Well, that's too late. You already took your shirt off.
No, that was before the show.
I know. That's what ruined it for the rest of us.
Yeah, people. I'm trying to become like John and Jay. Good looking, right? But when I take my shirt off,
the real you comes out. Huh?
Oh yeah, the real me shines. I cannot get a good tan during the winter.
I can't really relate to that problem.
Yeah.
Always tanned.
You might be. You said you're trying to get a job up there.
Yeah.
You might be living there soon, and then you're gonna be freezing nuts off.
Well, Jay wants to get a job up here, and I got him started at the very, very, very bottom, shoveling shit.
Hey, it's better than nothing. Everybody has
the guy.
You're such a friend.
The guy in the mailroom has a better position than he does.
Oh.
Hey.
Well, I got these people that I do work for. They'll call me and say I need this task done, and they'll pay you this much per hour. And one time, I showed up on site. There's this big, humongous bulldozer, a big steel legs, and he's got propane tanks and this big ass like flamethrower thing on. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? He says all the mud that's in the tracks. He said mud. All the mud in the tracks, you need to heat it up and then put a pry bar in and wrench it out before it gets sent back to where the bulldozer has to come from. And I said, okay, we can do that. Jackie and I start, heating this stuff up, and start prying at this. After a while, I'm like, this doesn't smell like mud. No, it wasn't mud. It was manure.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was manure, and the guy did not want to say, "Yeah, you know the shit that's stuck frozen there." Literally, it's that was gross. That's got to be the most disgusting. You go to a Primark.
Did you upcharge him after that?
Well, no, because it's by the hour. But no, I got the job done. But it's one of those things that you do a good job
By
in.
the hour, dude. You got to sit there and say, "Dude, that's hazardous waste, man. We got a surcharge for that."
Not cow manure. It's not hazardous at all to us. There's nothing that can convey to us.
It's hazardous to my senses.
Yeah, there you go. but it's another example that do the job right, and then you're first on their list for the next nice jobs, you know. And but I don't want to do any more of that stuff. And now they keep calling me now for more stuff. I don't want to do this stuff.
And so you said, "Hey, Jay."
Yeah, Jay, buddy.
Oh, jeez, that's messed up, man.
Yeah, man, I got this great job for you.
Sucks.
Yep. But no, but,
And you know, Jay's thinking in his head, "I could finally escape Trump's America."
No, just come over to Justin Trudeau's Canada.
It's got to be better than here.
We're like England with a touch of America, like blended.
I might just switch it up and go back to Europe.
Well, there you go. There you go.
You usually live in Europe?
No, I didn't used to live in Europe. I visited for 2 weeks. Stayed there for 2 weeks.
Why would you want
Where
to?
were you?
I wouldn't mind London. I wouldn't mind like London or something like that. No, nice metropolitan. I wouldn't mind that.
Where were you when you came,
I
Jay?
haven't lived it when I was in Spain.
Say that again.
Jay, where were you, Jay, in Europe?
I was in Croatia, Zagreb.
Oh, cool.
Is it anything like what they're showing on TV here?
No, not at all.
Not at all. We do see the worst of the worst, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Like when I went to Senegal, like I said, people live in normal houses. They got skyscrapers and streets, and people drive around Mercedes. But if you look on TV, Senegal and Morocco, they show you as huts and you know everybody's poor and half dead and starving. You know, but that's the outskirts, I think, right? Pretty much. Cricket, 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 cricket. Hey, Michael, your dog had something to say. What did it say?
It's going to hell.
It's going to. How are you doing, Mike? How's your health doing?
Getting over it is damn cold.
Yeah. Are you getting over it, or is it getting worse?
No, I'm getting over it.
Still have
it a little bit.
I have to go back to my my ways of the cold. Are you getting over it? Is it getting worse?
That's right. All the time.
The other, you weren't there the other day, Mike, but there was one day we were on live chat, and I was doing this with my nose, and I was like, someone had said, "Are you on something?" No, why?
Oh boy.
Boy, this is gonna be a lazy hour. I mean, this is quite. What happened to Belinda? Who told Belinda to shut the hell up?
Maybe she had a phone call.
Oh, okay, she had a phone call. Okay, that's what we'll say it is.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, I just don't want to talk a lot, so I don't start coughing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so you still have your cold?
Cough is always the last to go. It's like that little. I don't cough until I say hello.
I see you got.
And then all of a sudden,
yeah,
it starts to trigger.
So
I'm just, you know.
I see that you got that special box of chocolates I sent you.
No, none of my
Yeah,
business.
okay.
A little touch of Ebola. Oh Jesus! Best chocolates in the world. God, good stuff. Oh wow! No, I'm just kidding. I didn't send Belinda chocolates. If I do that, then people are going to say, "How come you don't send me chocolates?" Like Lauren. Lauren is Lauren on?
I'm special.
Oh, we got 2 people watching. Oh, we got comments. Who's commenting? Oh, Fabiana's glad to see that everybody's here today.
Where is she? She should be here.
And I think she loves my farmer tan. The text is so tiny on my screen right now; it's ridiculous. But we have, we have 3 interactions. Woo, we got 3 interactions. Okay, John, you said you had a topic. You said you had something to talk about.
I did.
Oh, you had something to say.
When did I say that?
I don't know. Before we started.
Well, we could talk about.
You already went over this part.
The building blocks or the mechanics of list building.
Again?
What else you want? Oh, I give you a
don't we always talk about list building? You know what's going to happen? Josh is going to have something to say. Mike is going to get involved, and it's going to end up with Belinda saying, "Buy my leads."
Yeah, I kind of hesitated.
Buy my leads.
Topic's done. Done and done.
Yeah. Yeah, but there are specific elements that we don't always talk about, like.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like offering something to get people to sign up to your list.
Freebies.
Yeah, like reports or ebooks or whatever.
Right.
You see, and because seeing as how Mardox is a resource center, you can look at the various resources on Mardox when the content gets corrected. And,
you're still gonna write me on that, aren't you?
Yeah. And then you pick an area, you pick something, and then you build a whole email series around this. You offer the ebook. Or whatever it is, and for free. But you should have your email series already, so you talk about a particular topic and so, and get people to sign up to the list.
That's
and
right.
And don't the purpose of the list is not to try to sell folks right away. But you build lists of like-minded folks interested in whatever, and it's a relationship building type.
Yeah, the list building. 2018. I want our members to start building their lists more. And when I say list building, I think a lot of our members are afraid of the words list building.
That's why it needs to be talked about.
Yeah, it does. And I think we should sit down and do a whole series on step by step how we say list building. It's like saying to somebody who's never owned a house, buy a house, buy your house. Yeah. Well, if you don't have the information on how to buy your house, you never will. Our list, what we're doing right now is part of building a list. People are showing up, they're talking. There's people watching live right now on YouTube. Some are commenting, like I have on the screen. This is all list building to get people in daily. That means you have something that's interesting and something that other people want to contribute to. That's one type of list. I have more of a two-way connective list, whereas John's talking more about a list where you want to promote to.
So what did y'all do, man? I left and then Jay's gone. Y'all done thrown.
I said something. I said some racial joke and he got all pissed off. And, and I said, well, I was saying the cup was white, dude. Then he left, and
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's it. It's just I'm antisocial.
Apparently. No, seriously, what happened?
He had a phone call.
No.
He had a call. He's got women lined up, dude. He's living at his girlfriend's place, on chat, receiving calls from other chicks. And talking about moving to London already. Not going to have him for an employee very long. Oh, Jesus. So I would like to, that should be
how many Canadian chicks you can hook him up with, and he might stay a little longer.
Who says they're Canadian? They could be Alaskan. He is American, he can go to Alaska.
That's cool, Joe.
If he's working for you, though.
Well, he's not officially working for me yet. We're still working on that. That's up and coming. Because I got to be careful.
Tell him not to tell the Border Patrol that.
No. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Because right now he's not working for me at all. Because he's visiting right now. But once he goes back to the States, then I can officially hire him to do work for me as a contractor. There's no problem. And then of course I'll be.
He'll probably wait, especially till he goes back to the States after hearing that manure story.
Yeah. He's I'm not shoveling no more shit for no Canadian.
Like, no wonder I got this job. It's the freaking crappiest job ever. Literally, it's a shitty job, man.
Lauren's asked, "Did you miss me?" And I said, "Oh hell yes." She's on right now on the chat part.
Hi, Lauren.
Well, there you go. Now she's gonna rinse her back, and I have to type what you say. Ugh. Oh, geez. So, yeah, no, I would like to sit down in 2018 and have a few of us sit down and do a. How do you guys go about building lists? Because again, people I don't think have the they can't grasp the complexity of building a list. It's not.
Yeah, and you hear so many.
Well, here's how you don't build one.
How do you not build one?
I got an email from AWeber advertising web.com and that they just partnered with them. And this is a company that basically does a lot of the internet marketers email lists.
Right.
So they basically just took all the internet marketers emails and all the companies that they probably got that referred them business, and they basically said, hey, we're going to screw you out of your business by sitting there marketing some of your competitors to screw you over. So have a nice day.
Well, that's the thing. That's why with Mardox I want to be really. That's why with Mardox I want to be really careful when I set up our autoresponder program, and I'm doing a lot of changes with the services because when I go to set up the autoresponder service, I don't want it to be in conflict with any other service. Why would you come to me and say I'm going to promote hosting through my autoresponder at Nelson Buck's website or Mardox, and where Mardox already offers hosting? I'm in conflict with what your product you're selling, so I want to be really careful on that, and also not to have anybody come in and say, "Hey, come and join my membership website," and in turn, it's being promoted off of Mardox, which is a membership website. It just doesn't work. It does work. I mean, if you want to be open and say yes, open business is good. I'm not ashamed of somebody promoting another affiliate program or membership site, but I mean, I try to minimize it as much as possible. Not to cut my own throat.
I mean, it depends on the type of site that they're promoting, because you're right. It's like, because I'm a part of, at a minimum, 2 marketing systems.
They're not as good as Mardox, but they're good.
3. Well, you see, that's just the thing. Remember, we had this problem kind of identifying what Mardox actually is, because
that's tough.
And it's more, we came to the conclusion that it's more of a resource center.
Yeah, that's right.
And I have, I'm a member of a few marketing systems. One I don't promote at all, because once I found out more of how they go about doing what they do, I don't like the style of what they do. So I don't do anything with it. But the other 2 I do. And it would be not cool if I advertise, because on these marketing systems, or on the one marketing system, you can do advertising inside the system to the members, and you don't want to advertise other marketing systems inside of a marketing system.
Yeah, with Mardox, I don't really mind. I mean, we do have a marketing system. And talking about that, we had a member the other day talking about tech support. And he was talking about, how am I going to make money with you? How do I earn? And the person had the concept of our website totally off cue. And I had to explain to him, we're not there to be an MLM or a system where you can get rich quick overnight. Not at all. We're the system to show you how to build a business properly. And if you need to, you can set up your own MLM. You can become your own site owner. That's the ultimate goal, is you want to own your own site. You want to own your own content, your own domain. You want to have your own hosting and be in full control of your own business. And that's where we are. We're showing people how to do this stuff. But this person thought, here's a link. I'm going to promote it. I'm going to have thousands of dollars. I'm like, no, it's not how it works.
Yeah, that's because of all the crap that's being pushed out there.
Yeah, that's it.
And there's a lot of it.
Yeah, and some people, like I'm a member of one marketing system, and inside the marketing system, or inside the Skype room for the marketing system, one of the newer members was like, how do I make money with this?
Yeah, that's the first question.
And someone was like, promote it, maybe.
Yeah, start with it, yeah.
But, the idea behind a marketing system is to have the tools that you need to market your business. And people who come into this industry, they don't have the concept of being in business.
Well, they don't understand what it is to be in business. They Oh, Lauren just left. She said, "See you next time." Fine, fine. Leave. Don't chat with me anymore because I didn't answer you right away. Fine. No, no. She's
Now you're in the doghouse, dude.
Lauren's like, "Oh, never mind. I'll just watch this recorded later. I got better things to do." Fine. I get it. I get it. And well, I should pause this because it clears up my bandwidth. There we go. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand what it is to be in business. It's not just, and I'm going to sound so corny when I say this. Being in business for yourself is not just a social position. It's a way of life. You wake up and you think, how am I going to get my business go forward? Do I have to contact clients? You wake up and you think this first thing. It's not like wake up, oh yeah, I got to go watch Geraldo, and then, or what's on YouTube to watch for 3 hours. No, it's put that crap
You
aside.
wake up and say, "What did my employee do today?"
Yeah, what did my employee do today? That's it. And
Or shit, it's payroll.
yeah, or in my case, open the. Oh, it snowed.
Yeah,
Jackie,
and
get
then
up.
and since he's from Canada, they shut everything down when it snows. So you can't
Here we go again. Oh,
I thought they shut down the states for a while because of snow, because they're not used to it, right, Nelson?
yeah.
No,
I thought so.
I mean, hey,
Where did we learn it from? Right?
Where was the chat? Was there a chat yesterday?
No.
Was there a chat today?
Hold on.
See?
Yes, hold on.
They shut everything down in Canada.
Yesterday there was a chat yesterday. There was a chat. There was a chat between me and Jackie and us with shovels going, when is this going to stop? I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. What time is it? Can we go home and eat?
You have to shut the whole business down. See what I'm saying?
There was a whole chat. When I came home, I had more of a chat. Me and Merlin. Here, me and Merlin here down here. And the chat went along the lines of, finally I'm home. Get off my bed. Get your head off my pillow. I'm going to bed now. And then,
like I said,
or my favorite. What do you mean you have to go pee? Oh, jeez. No,
then Nelson goes out the next day saying, "Ooh, yellow snow. What's it taste like?"
I had the neighbor across the street. The neighbor across the street. I only charge $100 for the neighbor across the street. I only charge $100 to do his driveway all winter. It's really dirt cheap. And what it is this. The agreement is he pays really cheap, but it's when myself or the other guy that has a truck, it's when either of us are in the area and or the end of our run, we'll show up and we'll clear it out, but get your cars out of the bleeping way. I go over, I tell him by 8 o'clock, my guy's going to be here. Get your cars out. And he came out and he goes, yeah, well, it should have been cleaned out somewhere during the day. Everybody else got cleaned out. I don't see why it has to be so thick. And I said, how much are you paying? Is that your driveway normally is between $400 and $500 a season, and you're paying $50 because your roommate's paying the other $50. So you're paying 10% of what it actually costs to clean the driveway, and I'm doing it just because it's my neighbor. And then he was like, "Well, this is my neighbor's roommate, his roommate complaining." And my neighbor's no problem. He understands what's going on, but it's his roommate. He's like, it should have been cleaned out and all this. I'm like, well, no, you're not paying enough for that.
Huh? No, she's right here.
Oh, what, John? You looking at God again? What? What? Where's the snake? Where's the snake? Wasn't it a snake?
Yes, looking up. He said there, so the snake is missing. They look up.
Can we, John?
Look down.
John, if you're sitting on the snake, it's not a good sign, dude.
There she's hiding.
Okay.
I don't want to know where.
Me neither. So.
No, she's here.
How
something we can't see.
How deep can you go?
Investing in your business.
A topic or what you're saying to John? Investing in your business.
Well, we wanted this topic that you have to reinvest money in your business.
Well, yeah, that's a good topic. That's a good. And no, let's not hear from Josh because we had that last week where the $10,000 thing. We scared some people on that one.
That's why I have my disclaimer sign.
Yeah, well,
some of your money has to be reinvested, whether you like it or not. Whether you want an autoresponder, whether you want something to to watch your clicks. You have to invest in certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just muted John because he's talking about snake, and he'll find it later. It's up some sort of hole. It's hiding somewhere. Now John's listening. What he's got? Oh, he muted me. I don't want to hear about his endeavors.
And now he has a smile on his face.
Okay.
I don't know why. No.
Hey, can we do it just in a second? Can we do a little religious insert here?
There's a disclaimer coming.
Shut it.
Disclaimer sign is coming.
We're not doing that.
No, but Adam and Eve, wasn't it a snake that conned Eve to eating the apple?
No, the fruit, not the apple. We don't know what that fruit was.
Okay, the fruit. But wasn't it a snake?
Yes,
that
it was Lucifer and as a snake. Yes.
See, my whole religion thing is all coming together. my bubble's forming.
You know, I actually thought
they used
for
to,
once
they used to call it a halo. I call it an oh hell oh. Oh hell no. Okay, Michael, reinvesting into your business. What do you invest into your business as we talk right now?
Right now, it's about $100. It comes up to about $100. That means about $150 a month.
A day? Oh.
About $150 a month.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're a cheap ass?
It's not cheap ass. It's just what I need, basically.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
I
mean, you have to look for things that you need. You can't, you know, don't overboard it. Once you start making money, then reinvest. I believe in that.
Yeah. You should invest. Like myself, my business, I invest a crap load. I'm about between $300 and $600 a month, but that's just in servers. I really haven't looked into the reinvestment part. Let me see, just real quick. Servers float between 3 and 6, depending on the season, time of the year. Like during June, I got to get a second server for load balancing, and then there's SMTP, which is depending on how much mail I send out, between $50 and $100 a month. So let's say 50 because it's more average. So let's say about 350 there. So
you're looking around $900 a month, give or take.
Yeah, with like all the royalties that I pay for members for the content. Yeah, I'm probably like just shy of $1,000 a month, just an investment that I put back in my business. That would normally be my pay.
Yeah,
and that's being reinvested back in, like you say. So for Mardox, it wouldn't be surprising it's that much. But for the average person, let's say, we should do a spreadsheet up and show what you need to have in place. Yeah, and it could be anywhere between $25 and $100 a month, I think, for someone trying to start a proper business. Domain registration, hosting, paying Josh just because you didn't read the fine print and he's got you suckered in for a 3-year contract. Now I should.
I don't do long-term contracts.
Oh, you see, that's what he'll make you believe. See,
I don't.
This is where I go like this, and we just keep talking about Josh, and everybody look at the bottom left corner of Josh's window, except for Josh, and. If nobody
don't want to work with us, then it's fine.
And if nobody noticed, I muted Josh when I said that.
That's all right.
I got the power. Man.
But no, I don't believe in long-term contracts. If the client doesn't want to work with you, it's just going to cause turmoil. It causes worse problems if you do that.
Yeah, and when they want to break it, and then you say, I'm not breaking it, and you're stuck to it, they're just going to go out and tell people, don't do business with these people. You're
exactly.
stuck with them.
It's not good. You shouldn't do it.
That's it. And why do you want to tie your client into a long-term contract?
I don't understand the concept. If you have a bad situation with the client, then you're stuck with them too.
I can understand it. Like for example, I got a router sitting here, and the company charges me, I think it's $60 a month, and of that, let's say for example, there's $30 a month to pay for the router. Now it's a Cisco router. It's a quite expensive piece of machinery. It's $2,500. So over the 36-month period, that pays for the equipment, but when it breaks down and needs upgrades, they take care of it. And at the end of 36 months, they send me a new one, or if a new machine needs to be replaced. And now this is a full server. It fits in a rack space. It's not like the router that you get for your home internet. So that I understand. But if I break the contract, I can notify them in 90 days. I pay for the last 3 months. They go and I mail the equipment back. That's fine. Because I don't want to put out $2,500, and if I do, it breaks down. It's my problem. Whereas they'll take care of it, But yeah, long-term contracts. Be careful with that, especially with hosting companies, and the ones especially the hosting companies that tell you, oh yeah, it's $1 a month if you pay for 36 months. If you don't like their service, you don't get your money back because you paid 36 months in advance. So be careful with that too. Watch these contracts. Watch them. Paying everything in advance. I know Belinda's going to set to say on this. Paying everything in advance, 3 years and 2 years, it's not necessarily worth it. Belinda pays everything in advance because she has the money and she doesn't have to deal with the monthly bills. We get that. Okay, we're good, Belinda? Just say yes or no.
Great.
Great. Okay, there you go. See, this way you don't have to cough. I just talk for you. Psychosomatic. And now she's going to cough.
Nope.
Nope. Belinda, how much do you invest into your business per month?
800 or more, depends. But I always get back 3 times or 4 times the investment on my return. So
that's another. That's another.
I pocket way more.
That's another interesting question. A lot of people invest money. How much do you get back out of it? That's an interesting question.
That's the only question.
Yeah. Because,
ROI, man.
Yeah,
ROI is important.
I mean, here's the thing: if you're investing $1 and you don't make anything, that's too much money. If you're investing $1,000 and you're making 10 grand, it's not. It's not that much money, because the return on investment's higher.
You see, now we're talking investment, and John just left.
Yeah,
he's like, I got 0. I'm gone.
But no, I'm serious. If you waste $1 and you get nothing back, then you got a freaking negative return. That's a problem.
Hey, wait a minute. WWE hasn't started yet.
John sent his replacement in.
This is John Jr.
This is the tag team. It's the tag team from wrestling. He's tagging them in.
So he's just getting some coffee. That's why.
Well, tell your dad that my cup is empty too, and I could use one too. So
Sit down yourself. He's back.
Yeah. Well, okay, fine.
Oh, he's been tagged back in.
We have this word here in Germany. It's called Pech.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
That means tough luck.
And don't spit on the monitor, please.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to say that means your son keeps your seat warm.
Yeah, I got one better.
Warmer.
I got an acronym that's better than that. Me, it's SOL. Yeah.
That's basically what it means.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys want to do another advertisement, Johnny? Johnny knows this one. Johnny, do an ad placement for Banvertise.
Yes, if you are interested in advertising your product or service and whatnot, then we have the perfect solution for you. It's called Banvertise. It's an advertising service where you can advertise your banner on. You can advertise your banner on the Banvertise advertising service in exchange for placing the Banvertise code on your website and have banners shown on your site. So that means your website, your product, your service, whatever you're advertising, gets seen by many, many, many eyes.
Including mine.
Yeah.
Your banners will run on my site.
On the fly,
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I thought you were trying to encourage people to go in.
Well, yeah, we're trying to. Yeah, we are trying to encourage them. I was like, just get on and do it, people. You know. It's.
But in order to do that, you have to have a website, people.
Yeah. Hosting. Yes, push the hosting. There we go. For those, I'm showing the Mardox website. I'm showing the vertical banner here, so that they can see the beautiful skyscraper banners that we have listed at Mardox, and they're also in the main area when you first log in. Also, so yeah, we got both of them running. So get your banners seen. Get in there and do it.
And that's another concept people don't understand is about, like we talked about before, having a website.
Yep. And how do you go about getting a website?
You build it.
You
ask Nelson, and he'll hit you up. Yeah, but people they hear that.
Well, no,
about
actually, no. You got a good point. You asked Nelson to hit you up. No, let's plug that. I got no problem. If you need a website, you need a domain name. I don't mind setting up the domain names and helping you out, like getting the registration done and getting the hosting started, without even charging you a cent to get you started for domain registration. But there is a catch. There is a catch. There's always a catch.
Always a catch.
Always a catch. I own the domain name until you pay for the domain. So that's straight up. But there are people out there, some of our members who have said, I want to have a domain name, I want to get started, and they want a domain. I snagged a domain for them, and then, they pay me a couple months later, whatever, I'm very flexible in trying to get people up and going started. Like Josh said in one of the previous videos, we're for the very, the beginner starter people, and Josh is more for the intermediary towards, advanced users. So no shame there. If you need a hand getting started, I'd be more than happy to help out. I don't guarantee that I buy everyone's domain, but if I see somebody is serious about it and they want to help out, sure, I'll register a domain and see where it goes from there. I know John has how many now? 10, 12 domains he owes for? What was that? Snakesex.com? No. There's a reason why there's a python. Disclaimer my butt. You had a python heading underneath you, and it made you leave the room for 5 minutes. That tells me a lot.
You're the only one laughing at that.
Yeah. Well, John's smiling too. So is Michael. Look at Michael. You can see the laugh lines on his forehead. Michael's down there. You can see his laugh lines on his forehead. Belinda, you don't want to cough, so don't talk. Oh, Jesus. We love you, Belinda. We really do.
Oh, boy. Boy.
Yes. Oh, I do. What about you guys? Do you guys love Belinda?
Yeah.
Cricket. My theory behind that is you have to like everybody, not love them, but you have to like everybody because nobody is able to hate anybody. Has anybody ever looked into what the meaning of hate is?
I honestly don't hate anybody.
That's what I mean. I don't think it's possible for anybody to actually hate someone. You can dislike what they do or what they say or how they go about doing stuff, but you really cannot justify hating somebody.
I don't know about that.
Do you hate somebody?
Yeah, I'd say probably about 99% of all politicians just screw the shit out of us.
Yes, but you can't hate politicians because if they didn't exist, you wouldn't know what was good. They're like they're the social darkness so that you can see the social light.
Yeah, which means we hate them. That's right.
Well, not really hate, but they're dark. I don't hate the dark.
I'd say we probably all hate politicians.
I don't hate the dark. I just like the light more. You're Buddhist. You shouldn't hate anybody. That's one of your.
I agree.
Yes.
It would be nice if they actually had common sense. That's all I ask for.
There you go. So, John, we were talking about.
Apparently, it's not very common, though.
We had Michael talking about reinvesting money into your business. How much should you reinvest? How much, Johnny, do you reinvest in your business? And then we were talking about the ROI. Now, John's like, you seriously putting me on the spot right now?
I reinvest what I can when I can.
Yeah.
Much as
that's
I
also
can.
membership sites and stuff. It's you're members. You're a paid member to a bunch of sites right now, right?
Yeah. Everything that has to do with me being able to do my thing on the internet and promote my businesses and stuff like that, my English training and my internet marketing stuff. It's like for my English training, I have memberships in several programs or organizations for teachers or special software and stuff like that I can use with my students. And, that stuff I have to pay for either yearly, monthly, every 3 months and stuff like that.
That's right.
And that's all an investment, notwithstanding the web, the hosting and stuff like that. But also like talking about the internet marketing, like I was talking about before, marketing systems and so on and so forth. And I invest, I reinvest what I can when I can.
Right.
It depends. But since I don't do this full time, the internet marketing full time, I have to balance the
Yeah,
budget.
you only do it on Wednesdays when you get here.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you got a good point. You got a good point. You buy things that help you teach people English, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting because I pay a lot of royalties and licenses. I don't necessarily make $1 back on them, but it gets members to come in and stay.
Yeah.
And that's for me is a value too. It's not necessarily a dollar value, but you got people coming in and staying because they got this content, which I know I got to get up and running properly. But but that's also an investment too. And the return on investment, a lot of people say, well, if you invest $1, you should at least get $1 back or better. But what if it means invest $1, but you get 10 people to stay on your website and are interested in your website?
Yeah.
Those 10 people are still worth something.
This investment thing is relative. You don't have to get back dollar for dollar. You put a value on the result of the investment, and it's like you said, if you spent this $1 and you manage to get 10 people, 10 dedicated people, even if they're free members, like initially, right? But they're dedicated and they're there. That's value.
That's it.
And,
so for $1 spent for 10 people, it's 10 cents per person to keep them in. So that is an investment too. And you got to keep. I know Josh doesn't handle membership sites. He handles actual contract sites where if he spends money, he's got to make his money back. And I agreed. Like today, I went out with a snowblower. I rented a snowblower. I have to charge for the snowblower plus gas plus time.
Yeah, sure.
I invested into the job. I have to get it back.
Right.
But that's a one-time thing. When you're talking membership sites, you've got to keep the attention of your members on that site, and it's what you put on that site that's what matters. That is worth gold. If you lose, if you have 1,000 people that come in and they leave, they never come back. What's the point of those 1,000 people? If you got 1,000 people that come in and 500 stay, now you've got a social currency.
See, that's the problem. A lot of people build a list, and sometimes they don't even teach that correctly. But even when they do, they don't teach you how to keep your list. They just teach you to spam it or, use it and not think about the long term,
That's right. And that's one of my hardest things that I got troubles with building, and like the list building. I don't really have a list building set up. But it's I'll send the first few emails and it's like, what else do I send? And then I lose track of them and it's like, who are you? I gotta work on that this year. I gotta work on that.
Yeah, because what you're supposed to do is before you even start trying to get people on your list, what you should do, you're welcome, is create an email series of at least 6 or 7 emails.
Okay, so what do you do when you're at the end of the 6 or 7?
It depends. It really depends. See, there's no golden rule, right? Because you don't have to flood people with stuff. But when all of a sudden you have something that you want your list to know about, you put out another a mailing, a newsletter, or whatever it is. But the cool thing about having a list is if all of a sudden, right, you have a particular product or service that you just acquired or that you just came up with or whatever, you're going to do your normal advertising and this and that and the other thing, but you're also going to tell your list.
But John, shouldn't your lists be segmented to products that people really want to buy? Because you could end up with a...
that's a whole other level. There is building a list. There is building a list, like my little black book, so-called, and on each page I got somebody, for example, blah 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 blah. Oh, holy crap! I got a credit card stuck in here. I'm loaded with cash.
But that's an important point, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
This is
the credit card I'm talking about.
This is something that's not talked about enough in list building. Is list segmenting.
And that goes along the lines of you got product A that you mailed out to everybody, and then of the 100 people that saw your email, you might have 50 that will open the email and actually go to the site. You track those, And then of those 50, you might have 25 that buy the product. Now you got a list of one, your entire list. Two, you have a list of people that are interested to look. And three, you got a list of buyers.
Yeah.
You see? And then we start over again.
Right. Or it's like say, if you started your list talking.
Depends on what you're doing. I mean, you can have some people that have multiple niches. Like they do health and wellness, they do
but same thing. Different niches, and you do the same thing. Which ones looked at your site? Which ones bought? That's the easiest way to break it down, I would say. What were you saying, John?
Let's say you started your list talking about banner advertising, right? And
here
then
we go again.
Somewhere along the line. Somewhere along the line, you present to your list because, like, say you found this special deal on hosting, right? And you present this to your list, right? Because maybe you got some kind of affiliate deal or whatever, and you say, oh, by the way, if you're looking for some hosting, here's a good deal on it or whatever. And then the people that bite, there's where you start segmenting.
That's right. But it is really important to track how many people actually go through your email to your website. It's super simple to do.
Tracking. Yeah. That's another thing. Tracking.
And most people don't do that.
Yeah. See, and this is why list building is such an important topic, because there are all of these different branches, and this segmenting, like Mike mentioned, I think that's one of the least talked about things in list building, because especially newcomers to the industry, they hear build your list and they're thinking of one thing, one list,
right?
Really, but it's not that. You end up with multiple lists depending on what you're marketing, you see, or you have one or two main lists and you start segmenting it, and this is something that we need to learn more about and teach more about segmenting our list. That was a very good point.
Building, segmenting, and tracking.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2018. Because there is a website I am setting up for autoresponders and services like that. I am setting that up, but it is so. I want to make it so it's the simplest process to set up a list and moving forward. But every time I go to like just present it to what I call my beta testers, they're like, "Yeah, but what do I do with the tracking?" And it's like there's no, I don't know. I can't make it any simpler. It's like you create. Go ahead.
It's like I wrote this blog post about not being a blog, right?
Right.
About branding yourself.
Yeah, where did that go now?
And
keep going. I'm gonna go find it.
Yeah, you talk about this to people, and they really sometimes don't get it. They don't get why they need to have a real picture there instead of just the blob, and they don't get it. And when I'm doing my surfing, my traffic exchange surfing, at least 1 out of every 10 sites that I see, there's a blog, and they might be promoting something very interesting, something that would be very beneficial to you maybe, but you don't know who it is. And if there's at least a face there or a logo, you may or may not be familiar with it. But if you had a choice between purchasing something from someone that shows their profile picture or logo compared to someone who's just a blob, then you're going to pick the person who shows something, because also that's effort, you see.
Let me touch on one little thing. I'm showing your website right now in the stream. And there's something. There's not to be. Don't be a blob. Actually, put an actual photo up there. And if I scroll up here, you can see my photo here in the comments. Where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I go? There you go. There's my photo, and John's below. You can see it says Nelson Buck. But there's something really important with this this function. And if you scroll down to the bottom where it says leave a reply, you've got a message area, you've got a name area, you've got email address, and you've got website. And I don't see many people putting website. You want to promote your website. This is a chance for you to put your web address in my case, nelsonbuck.com. And
free advertising.
Yeah, and if we scroll up and we point at Nelson Buck and we click on it, boom, nelsonbuck.com. Talk about
free advertising.
That's right. Instant backlink service. And I don't see people doing that. It's like the function's there. Do you have a website? Plug it in.
Yeah. They ask for it even. Yeah. You know? If they ask for it, give it to them.
That's right. And then you don't know. The person who owns the blog might click on your link to go see who you are. There's business. I had a flat tire on the snowblower today. So I took the tire, I went to a garage place, and he said, I don't handle those tires, they're too tiny, but there's a place up the road that handles all that small engine stuff. So I did. I went up there. When I was standing in line, I heard the guy say his name. I said, wait a minute. You got a 24-foot pool about 4 years ago, and you live over here in Deauville. And he goes, yeah, how'd you know that? I said, I installed your pool. He goes, oh, wow. And then, well, can I have your number? I might have to need my liner changed. I go, no problem. And while I was there, the other person sitting behind me was, yeah, do you fix pumps and filters? I said, yeah, I do. You know, boom, you know, phone number goes to that person. They're going to call me. Then the owner says, yeah, I'm going to have to do something with my spa. So I'll go take a look at his stuff. There was 3 sales right there just by putting in what was essentially the same thing here on this website as put in my website. I put in what I did. I said verbally what I did. And it was just opening the door. I remember the guy's name, and I said, 24-foot pool, you know. And I got a memory for that, but that blew his mind. Shit, dude, 5 years ago, you remember what you installed? Yes, I do.
Don't ask me to tell you your name, but I remember what I installed. Yeah.
That's right. No, because he said his name. That's what triggered it. I remembered his name. But now I would have looked like an idiot if it was an 18-foot pool and I said 24. Like, yeah, 24-foot pool, right? And you're like, no. 18? No, I never installed one. Oh, well, then it must be something else. Yeah, then I look like an idiot. But it's a mind freak, you know. But on John's website, there is also a sign up for my email list here on the website, name, email address. So if you want to get notified of other updates to his website, I'm assuming, John, if I put my name and email address here, it tells me when there's new posts. Yeah. So, you know, there's all this great information, you know, and then of course he's got marketing training. He's got a search box, but mainly, yeah, when you fill out if you're going to put a comment to someone's website, don't just go in, hey, nice post. Say something that's relevant to the post. Sometimes that's hard because we got to become writers. You want to attract the attention of the person making the blog post, and others who are reading the comments to see what, you know, so they see, like here, I got Nick, what's his last name? Grimshaw. He wrote a nice post, you know, and said that, you know, he mentioned, he made his comment relative to the post. That was cool. Yeah. And again, when you point to his name, it clicks over to his site. And it's another blog site, but now you got Nick Grimshaw's site. Like, you know, snap my finger, you know. I know Nick. I've talked to him a lot, and yeah, he's gonna change that video because that first image of the video is just nasty. Go watch the video later. It's not a good thumbnail. You know, so yeah, so don't be a blob, and yeah, put information in. You know. Getting back to Mike's topic, Mike, we kind of went astray with your comment. What was it you said again? Michael? Cuckoo? Michael? Cuckoo? You're not talking, Michael. Say something. Don't let me fill 2 minutes of show with nothing.
Let me see. We went over investing money.
Yeah, return on investment.
Yeah. Segmentation of list.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, no, list building is going to be a big topic, I think, this year. We've got to get our members building their lists, regardless of what they're promoting. We got to get them starting it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many tools and functions we can build around the Mardox community. A lead capture site, autoresponder service. There is so many things that we can build and promote and become big on if I just put my mind to it, I guess.
You see, and also people, when they build their list and all, some people start with zero list. How do they go about it? How do they advertise to get a list?
I have a way. Anybody and their dog. If you tell me I don't have a list, I got nobody, I can get you 10 people signed up within 24 hours. Not buying signups. Just things that you can do to get your name out there, and by the end of the day, you've got 10 signups.
Like stalk people. Kidding.
Yeah, just stalk people. Get on Facebook. Sign up to my list. Sign up to my list. I know where you live.
Have multiple accounts. If they block one, you have the other. Kidding.
Yeah, there you go. But I mean, how many people did you go to school with? If you're on Facebook, you got access to all this information. Look up past friends, old friends. Say, hey, I'm starting this thing. Do you want to be on my list? There's a lot of little things that you can do.
Yeah, Nelson, I'm not for the No Friends Left Club. Sorry, I don't go that route anymore.
Oh, yeah, but you and I are friends, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Can we say we're friends? Is it okay? I paid you enough?
Yeah.
Cricket. Oh, I did pay you enough. Oh, thank God. Yes. I wasn't sure if you got that check that was made of rubber. The one that Johnny gave me.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, Johnny, get back so we can close up the show, buddy. Leave the snake alone. He's listening, right? Does anybody want to close up the show, or because we're at an hour and I got to get back to shoveling more snow? Anybody? Johnny's coming, right, Johnny? Come on, Johnny. We got to close the show, Johnny. We need you. Well,
I'm here.
Okay, Johnny, close up the show, Johnny, because you just missed the whole show.
Thank you once again for tuning into the normally daily live chat, coming to you Monday through Friday when Nelson's not shoveling snow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to do 3 very important things: subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel. And it will be highly appreciated. Tell us what you want us to talk about, even, and stuff like that. And thanks for stopping by.
Cool. Now
have a good day and God bless everybody.
Now hold on. The show's not done until I go, where's the button?